cool. Mitch. I just think the coil's dirty, probably just needs to be cleaned.
He's the fixer.
Alright, I understand. Get to right here. I went to school for this too. I believe it's like a 10 SEER unit. That's what I'm getting off the top of it. That's just based on my knowledge without asking my buddy Jared and rechecking. This in here, I just looked at the condensing unit outside. I didn't look at the air handler inside really. And I know they can tell by the model number what year it was made in.
It's an 05 model.
It's an 05 model. So 10 years old. You're right, 10 years old. You know, meant to for coil cleaning. No, I'm just saying, what I was saying was a coil usually needs to be cleaned every so often.
I don't want you out that when something goes wrong, I get a professional to do it.
No
It's certified.
problem.
Okay.
Did I touch it? I never touched it. All I did was make a recommendation.
Okay.
All I did was make a recommendation, and you guys got really mad at me over it. And I think
Well,
I've been
they've
on
been
time
sleeping
with
more.
my rent, and I've never given you any problems. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. I don't
say
have
you
no
did.
parties.
I didn't say you
I
did.
never have any issues. I don't understand what that was all about. I really didn't. I just didn't get that whole thing. All I did was ask if we could get the air handler checked for a dirty coil.
Okay.
A little bit. Try not to break it.
A little clean as a whistle.
It's nice and clean. It doesn't look like it would freeze up at all.
Oh, good.
And where's the air? Where does the water coming from? Is it coming out of the tube or? I mean, it sounds like the sump pump is working. I put a vacuum on it on the outside for like 30 minutes. Their vacuum that they left me to vacuum up out here or down here because they knew that it had issues, I guess, with rainwater and stuff. I vacuumed all that out. I cleaned all that out. I've cleaned all that out just recently. I even put a vacuum to here to try and vacuum it out of the tray, you know. See how it's freezing right here?
Yeah, it's freezing now because I got the door off of it.
Well,
They ain't no air to it.
Use the certified. Just leave her out.
there's something else I tell you. Okay, I hardly ever run the air conditioner because I'm from South Florida and I freeze my butt off up here. And my wife, she turns it on. She's born and raised in Bristol, so she doesn't get as cold as I do.
That's what the thermostat is for.
Well, I don't use the thermostat. I kind of like leave it off. And that's why my electric bill is like $150 a month.
Well,
Probably.
it'd be better I get you a wind air conditioner and just not use
I
it.
have an window air conditioner
downstairs.
You know, I mean, I told you that I would run it, you know, and I'm going to run it at like 78. You know, I've kept it on all the time. Except for when I went on vacation. I didn't do it. I didn't leave it on when I went on vacation. I'm sure you know. I'm sure you guys came in and checked. I just hope you guys let me know when you come in my house.
We do. I'll let you know when anybody comes over or anything. I do.
You just don't want to find out. And usually there's a big puddle out here if I leave this AC on like overnight. There's a big puddle out here in the morning when I come down here. And I know it's draining outside.
Ain't kind of not cracked or anything.
No. That's good.
Check Freon.
Did you check the Freon already or no?
No, I ain't checked it.
What is the ambient temperature up here? And it should be like 225, 75?
Something like that.
Yeah, I figure.
There's a filter in here?
They don't give me a filter for there. They give me a filter for upstairs. They left one on my patio on Friday. I found it on the floor on my patio. I installed it, and the old filters down here, I've replaced it probably, I think 3 or 4 times since January. He's giving me a new filter. But something is definitely leaking down there. I don't know why.
Maybe it's leaking right here. There's some water coming back down up there.
You got one? Yeah, that sure is. There's condensation from something. Yeah. That's tripping all over my stuff.
That's where the water's coming from. It ain't air conditioning. It's coming down there getting into it.
So it's kind of, you see how this is all wet right here? See how this has like a wet stain? This is where I find the water usually, and then it'll drain way over there, and you can see the wet stains even over there.
I bet this one I hit right there. It's kind of cleaner when I air it back. That's what that is.
Yeah. You sprayed it.
You
Yep.
sprayed it straight up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No cracks.
Yeah, over the next couple months, I'm getting rid of a lot of the stuff down here. We moved from a 3,600 square foot home into this home, and just because our electric bill was higher than our, mortgage payment, $900 for mortgage and like $700 in the wintertime for electric, and the summertime's $350, $400. I think the cheapest it ever was like $320. It was horrible. And here I've had my highest bills $180 since I moved here.
I'll go out and check the Freon.
Nice, thank you.
Well, good.
Also, another place that I did see something drip a couple times was right here. But I mean, it's not dripping right now, but I've been gone for 3 days. But right here in this area, I've seen it drip right here before. Maybe that's where this area gets filled up with water from.
There's nothing here to...
I know. That's when I didn't see any water pipes or anything. That's why I never really thought. I was like,
What's that bathroom in?
Bathroom's
no,
over there.
that's just
Yeah.
a piece of dock. Yeah, it's just black stock.
Nothing here.
I'll go out and check Freon those.
Nice. Thank you. Let me shut this light off. Did you get your tools from down there?
Yep.
Okay. And that's all shut up and everything?
Yeah.
Prairie, make sure that light's off after she gets up here, please. Yeah, I have gauges and everything, but I've never touched anything because I just don't want to touch their property. I just pay my rent and tell them what's wrong. That's winding up already. See over here the hose that comes out. There was a white hose that came out here. This, I think, is the... There's a white hose that came out here. Where's it at? Oh yeah, I ran it over there on that side to keep it from coming this way. So yeah, this white hose right here, that's what goes down to the sump pump, I believe. I don't know what that other one does. That black one, does that go to the heat pump or the sump pump? Or...
Water hose.
Huh?
Black hose is water hose.
Black hose is a water hose?
Yeah.
This one here?
Yep. Oh, that one, I don't know where that goes.
See, this one's like leaking. See, it's like dripping out. Constant.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I didn't know what that is either. Maybe it's from the... I don't know.
It's good. It's freezing.
Yeah, it's like 220 over 60. Maybe use a little, but not much.
Use a little bit, not much.
Yeah, it's like just under, that's all. Should be a
Almost
250 over 70 or something. Or 225, 230 over 70. That's what I was always taught when I was in school. That should be less than a pound of Freon. Just a pound of Freon. I don't know how much it costs up here, but maybe $30, $40, maybe. They're not that expensive. And if you need Freon, I got Freon downstairs. $1.22. I'll believe you. I can see it for us. I mean, I would say, you know, I would say he does. Yeah, it takes R22, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Did you bring me a copy of that thing? Do you have a copy of all of them? Or is this just the two of them? Yeah. Well, you know that I never had no smoking inside out. I never smoked inside your house. I never smoked in my own house.
No, I didn't have it on paper from now.
Well, I never did that. Actually, I think it is on the other paper. I think it's on the original contract. Because I've been reading the contract and everything. I've been studying it pretty hard. Yeah. Shouldn't my lights stand there? Yeah, just kind of on the side. Back door. Okay, and you made a copy of it, or? You made a copy of it, or you found yours?
Even got it run out and it didn't go back.
No, I mean the key. Did you get a new key made, or did you find yours?
Oh, I found it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I never had a key change or anything. I would never disrespect you, I promise. I would never ever disrespect you. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I might quiet it up a little. That's really, is that 6 pounds?
No.
No? That went awful fast. I figured maybe a pound of it, reading the gauges. Pound and a half, dude. Yeah, there's 1 pound. What do you think that rattling is from? You know, it's something to do with your hand right there, obviously, huh?
It's just a loose screw somewhere.
Just a loose screw somewhere. Because it makes it sound so much worse than it really is. Nice. Nice.
Down the job here.
Alright.
Down the job here.
I work for myself.
Well, you gotta work.
I work. I could be working today, but I had to take my kids to school and get them inside school. I'm looking for a truck. As soon as he leaves, I'm going to look me for another truck. I'm pre-approved for 38 grand, but I'm not spending 38 grand on a work truck. I work all the time, believe me. What I make in a day, you know, I could show you my invoices if you'd like to see them. Some days I may make 3 grand, some days I might make 250. Some days I might not make nothing. But I do work a lot. I got lots of invoices to prove it. Where did it take, a pound?
Yeah.
Nice, that's what I figured, about a pound. Reading your gauge. That wasn't too far off. Could that make that happen? That make that water come out of the bottom? That just being low a pound?
No.
I didn't think so either. But figured I'd ask a professional, you know. I'm a licensed electrician, not AC. But I did do a lot of AC work, and I do have gauges and R22 and all that. I know how to read them and fill, and the only thing I don't do is solder. It's the only thing I won't do. Oxygen, acetylene, I don't mess with. That even quieted it up. Yeah. That means it could start again. You never know. But at least he tried to get it by pulling on this thing.
Never mess with that.
I never messed with it. All I did was take a picture of the tag.
I can see it.
So I never messed with it. I just took a picture of the tag. Is all I did. I know Aloha Air Conditioning has been in business for at least 30 years in Florida. You can look them up on the internet. Aloha Air Conditioning, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And Jim Barry is a close friend of mine. And he gave me a lot of work when I worked down there for 40 years. I lived there, and he probably gave me work for probably 9 of them. So I guess I must have been doing something right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
And thank you for the confirming on that coil. There's only 1 pound of air. That's awesome.
Okay, thank you, Rob.
No problem. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. Listen, Michelle, listen to me. I don't mean no disrespect towards you ever, your husband ever, your property ever.
Well,
nothing.
when I say something, you know,
Uh-huh.
do it.
I do it.
But-
I did it.
And then I won't have to write it on paper, okay?
Okay, well,
Okay.
I just, listen, let's finish our conversation, can we?
No, I'm burning up.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say that, you know, I do what I'm supposed to do. You don't see me party. You never will find alcohol in my house. You never find anything. I try to treat you guys with respect. I'd expect the same in return, that's all. That's my business. All right, thank you. Have a great day. Thank you for getting on that for me. Appreciate it. 1 pound of Freon. Hey, how often do you think a condensing coil should be changed? Or not changed, but just cleaned? Just depending on how clean you keep your filter?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, me too. I agree with you there. But when I get water all over the floor, should I just have them call you back?
Yeah.
And just leave it on the floor?
Yeah.
And call my insurance company?
Yep.
All right, no problem. Thank you, sir. Kingsport Heating and Air Conditioning. Is that a 276 number or 423?
423.
423? All right, thank you very much, sir. What was your name?
Terry.
Terry Robert. Nice to meet you, sir.
What do you do?
All right, man, you're a good man. I really appreciate you coming out so fast and getting it taken care of for me. I told him it would be probably like a pound of air or maybe just like a dirty coil. Hey, how much does a pound of air cost here? Just curious, because I have Freon downstairs that I had went and filled up somebody.
It depends on the company.
Okay, I bought my bottle a few years ago. It cost me $230. That's in South Florida. You know, it's 30 pounds. A 30-pound green jug would keep that.
Different amounts.
65, 45.
Some people, I've seen it start at 30, go all the way up to 85 and to 90.
Really? Wow. That's cool. Nice. No, I'm a licensed electrician, dude. I'm licensed in Palm Beach County. I'm trying to get licensed here in Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. And it's just a process of time, you know? It just takes time to get all the paperwork in. South Carolina is a land of its own.
Yep.
Have you ever been over there? Are you licensed over there?
No.
Are you licensed in Tennessee?
Tennessee, Virginia, Kentucky, West Virginia.
Wow, dude, you do quite a bit of traveling. But you guys are out of Kingsport?
Yeah.
That's kick ass. Awesome. Thank you very much. I hope you guys weren't real hard on them. You know, I told him probably 100, 150 bucks. I don't know what you're charging him, but that's what I told the lady. And he says you could probably fix this unit for probably 100, 150 bucks. I don't know how much. But. Alright, well thank you, sir, for not keeping it too bad on me. Because believe me, I don't cause no problems for these people. I'll talk to you later. You have a good day, sir.
You too.
Nice meeting you again. It's even quieter, wow. He even made it quieter. He had to put a pound of Freon in it. He said it wasn't too far off on my 150 bucks, 150 bucks. And he says it depends on the company how much they charge for Freon, $30 a pound to $80 a pound. I think he said his name was Terry. He said the coil is clean, but there's something leaking down there for sure. So, you know.
Unhealthy, probably.
So I just want them to know what's, you know, whatever it is, it is.
Not us.
But it's not me leaking down there, you know.
And he said it was nothing that we were doing.
No, he's nothing that I was doing, you know. And I told him I don't turn the electric on. If I turn the AC on, as much as they claim that I turn the AC on, do you think we'd have a bill at $150 a month?
No.
Exactly.
What
Exactly.
did she say?
She didn't want to talk to me. She said, he's the expert. He knows what he's doing. I said, well, you know, I kind of went to school for the same thing. I looked at the gauges. I says, well, it should be like 275 over like 60, maybe 70 pounds, right? You know, maybe 225, 250 over 70. And he's like, yeah, you're right. You know, he told me. If you put a pound of Freon in it and brought it up, I could see the gauges. The gauges were right. You know, I know how to read the fucking gauges. I'm not no dumbass.
I don't recognize that number.
I'm no dumbass by far.
954.
If they think that, they got the wrong one. Huh, babe?